The Lightsworns, Guardians of Light. The Dark Worlds, the creators of destruction and madness.
This is the story of the Dark World and Lightsworn War.
Baron, Mad King of Dark World, bored of sitting on his throne doing nothing, decides he wants more land for his kingdom to convert into darkness.
Using the Book of GRIMOIRE, he cast a magical barrier around his land, so nothing except for his own people could get in or out of their land.
He sent out SKYBLASTER to message the Lightsworns of the oncoming attack. Braun opened his gateway to the Dark World and opened the gates. Braun sent out his troops to attack. He sent out ZURE, Knight of the Dark World, Beige, Vanguard of Dark World, Brow, Huntsman of Dark World, and SCARR, Scout of Dark World. Meanwhile, SKYBLASTER delivered the message at his given location, Realm of Light, the home of the Lightsworns. The one who read the message was Arcus, Lightsworn Druid. Upon reading the message, he knew a long and unforgiving battle would wage. He made preparations for the battle. On front lines was Gareth, Lightsworn Warrior, Jane, Lightsworn Paladin, Lumina, Lightsworn Summoner, and Wolf, Lightsworn Beast. Before the Dark World's arrival, Lila, the Lightsworn Sorceress, conjured up a barrier to protect the Realm of Light. The four of Braun's most trusted soldiers came to the land and attacked. The Lightsworns charged at the Dark World's minions. Through the midst of the fight, the Lightsworns were far more powerful and defeated the Dark World troops. Braun, watching over with his Fiend's Hand mirror, seeing his soldiers in defeat, he decides to go to the Overlord, a ruler of the kingdom with far more power than Braun. The Overlord, Rain Beox. Braun asked him to release a Dark World Guardian, so Braun made a deal. He offered a handful of his slaves for the Overlord to feast on. Rain Beox released Silva, Warlord of Dark World. Silva, being the master swordsman he is, defeated Jane and Wolf. Lumina, protecting herself as fastly as possible with Gareth on her side. Lumina summoned many soldiers from the dark. She summoned NECRO GARDNAs to take the hit for each blow Silva launched. Growing tired, her magic was becoming faint, and she was quickly stricken by the blade. Gareth was soon struck after, before Silva killed them all with one last move. Lila, the Lightsworn Sorceress, teleported them all and sent them back inside the realm. They were rushed indoors. Janice, the Lightsworn Mender, was doing her best to heal them all. The Lightsworn Angel, Celestia, and SHTRE, the Lightsworn Spirit, went to alert the God and Guardian of the Lightsworns. They went to Judgment Dragon. Celestia and SHTRE told what has been happening. Judgment Dragon, angry, flew off in a flash, knowing only 4 of his people injured. He soon arrived and charged at Silva with a blinding beam of light radiating from his mouth. This beam was powerful enough to defeat and destroy Silva. Braun made another deal with the Overlord, giving the Overlord 1/2 of his kind left. Braun had released Gold, Warlord of Dark World. Judgment Dragon unleashed more power and Gold was destroyed. Braun, with no other options, got rid of the last of his people to unleash the strongest Dark World of all, Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World. Judgment Dragon raged out a beam of vanquishing light at the beast. However, Grapha was still there. Grapha unleashed fury on Judgment Dragon. Judgment Dragon resulted to his most powerful attack. Injured as he already was from Grapha's attack, he used his nuclear bomb move. This attack was so strong it obliterated anything in a 5-mile radius from his attack. This move also hurt Judgment Dragon in the process. The Realm of Light was protected from the blast due to the barrier surrounding it. Judgment Dragon flew to the gates of Dark World and launched another nuclear blast. But because of the barrier forged by the king in his Book of GRIMOIRE, the gate was not destroyed. But with nothing to give the Overlord, Braun was in trouble. All he had was the barrier. The only thing that can destroy the barrier was a spellcaster. Jinnis successfully healed the 4 warriors back to health. Drew told Lila to take Jinnis and Graganoth, the Lightsworn Dragon, to aid Judgment Dragon. The 2 spellcasters, Lila and Jinnis, got on Graganoth's back and flew to Judgment Dragon. Judgment Dragon, using his nuclear blast too long, he eventually fell in pain. Lila and the others arrived. Lila and Jinnis were using their magic to destroy the barrier. The barrier collapsed with Braun inside. Braun watching his kingdom about to fall right in front of his eyes. Jinnis healed Judgment Dragon enough for one more attack. Judgment Dragon launched a beam of light and destroyed the gates along with Braun. Using a spiraling beam of vanquishing light, Braun was obliterated. Judgment Dragon fell. Jinnis used all her magic, and Lila using her magic to help Jinnis heal their god. Judgment Dragon was feeling better. Lila, Jinnis, and Graganoth carried Judgment Dragon back to his resting place, the Dark World kind, leaving only the Overlord left. Never bothered the Lightsworns again. That concludes the story of the war between Lightsworns and Dark Worlds.